I was thinking about like maybe this was the off season where they actually had Charles Woodson, and if that is what actually happened, then maybe I can try to get that to happen here too. Trade players is now available. If they're gonna give me the opportunity to do this, then I will take this opportunity. I'll give you round 1, pick 5, Brett Favre, and my second pick in the draft. Alright, we're back. Let's take a look at what we got here. We probably had something to do with this dinky little depth chart that they gave us. So let's just double check that again real quick. Yeah, we definitely need another middle linebacker in order for this to happen, but I don't know if AJ Honk's going to be our first pick there. Like if that's going to be our first priority. Linebacker is definitely going to be a priority for us, but is it number 1? Where their corners looking the way they are? Yep, here we go. Another problem. They put David Martin here, and then Bubba Franks is third string for whatever reason. The other thing I could do, go back to the playbook, figure out which one of these plays I would rather either include or get rid of. Given the personnel I would likely find myself in, I'd have to replace this halfback counter weak, so I'm going to switch this one out for one of my own. Alright, now we got some more re-signing to do. So I think I'm going to start off with Bubba Franks first. Yes, I am ready to talk about Bubba. I'm going to sign him for... I gotta stop doing this. I gotta stop getting myself into situations where I can't back out of them. They did tell me here, he's 28, which means I'm going to probably give him a 3-year. I'm going to give him... Let's see if he accepts a $4 million 3-year deal. This is a fair deal. Alright, they don't have to worry about that anyways. Kevin Berry. He's got the next highest potential. What's on your mind? Yeah, nothing. Just... I get that right tackles are going to be very valuable, especially with a guy with the potential as high as his. But I'm still going to try to challenge this offer. I think in this scenario, the signing bonus is going to be my friend here. That way I can kind of go with a lower option, hopefully, but maybe not too low so that I don't kind of insult them. I think depending on how bad the offer is, they might end up with a situation where they'll just straight up deny you and be like, no, we're done talking here. Hopefully it doesn't happen to us with this offer. Yeah, okay, this is as low as I'm going. Yeah, so they do at least offer me a counter offer. I don't think I want to challenge him any further than this, because I still want to keep him because he was a part of my reward thing. So you got yourself a deal. All right, yeah, last guy's gonna be Ray Gru Gamer. Well, nope. Sorry, buddy. This guy is. Let's go 2-year, but I'll give him a decent chunk of money. There at the signing bonus, so you'll at least get that. How's that? It's not the worst deal I've ever seen, but we'll see what my client says. That doesn't seem like an acceptance. All right, last thing to end the day. Let's go back to our playbook. Include that one defensive play on our audibles, because I wanted another play that was going to be different. This looks so weird, but I think it's going to work still. I think I'm just going to add this other play with Sin. Halfback off tackle. Just have that there in the first round. You never want to discount your office hours when playing this game. Alright. A few more re-signings to do, and then I think we'll be good on what they want us to get done. Chris White. I'm going to get to him too. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, Rod Garner. I'll talk about them. Everything else, it's a bit more. Whoa! You can have Rod Garner for $10 million and a 1.65 million bonus for 5 years. This guy's 28, so let's give him a 3-year. I'll give him a 1 mil. Let's do $6 million total salary. All right, worked out. I think lastly, I'm gonna get one of these positions down, because if I'm gonna have 2 middle linebackers on the field, then I'm gonna need some considerable depth there. Okay, did you see the did you see the change in the face? Less than $1 million a year, 300K for 3 years. All right, sounds like he knows what he's worth. I'll do one last go around of this. I guess I could also take a look at who has 1 or 2 years left on their contract and just prepare for the next year. All right, Donald Driver's on a holdout. You don't see that in Madden right now. Anyone else under a holdout? Niall Diggs. You know what? I could trade you. Yeah, I can trade you and then have someone fit our scheme a little bit more. So I'm not really too bummed out that you're going to be asking for that trade or holding out. David Martin, you're not that good enough to care. And then that's it. All right, so Donald Driver, I got to make him happy. 17 mil, 389 bonus for 4 years. I do want my wide receiver 1. Given our scenario, this is about $4 million a year for 4 years. Over that. Probably closer for $5 million for 4 years. I think that's doable. So long as no one else asks for any other ridiculous amount. I don't have to spend a whole lot of money for my quarterback, which is going to be good. It seems as if my tackles are already, satisfied with their contracts. And that's good. And even if one of them, gets upset, I still have another good backup to use as well. So I'm safe with the offensive line. Defensively, I would have Al Harris, who's already getting older and isn't on a contract year. Nick Barnett, I'd had Nick Collins, but they're both pretty young still. I think at this point I could probably afford this kind of contract right now. So I'm going to say sounds good. So like I said, like with our right tackle, we have Mark Tauscher, and then right behind him we have Kevin Berry. So even if he was to, dip out on us because he's got like 1 year left or something, which he actually has 2 years left. Niall Diggs, let's see what you want first, because I don't want to say, hey, unfortunately I need to let him go, because I don't want to release him. I want to get something valuable out of him. But if I say, hey, I want to renegotiate his contract, and then I end up with other text commands that give me something I don't want to say, that's also pretty risky. So I think I'm just gonna cancel out of that. Go, sorry, wrong number. And David Martin, yeah, I can find another tight end. And then for everyone else has 3 years, like I said, we have Nick Barnett, good. Roger Biamila, still good. Brett, which we know what happens to him. And even at his worst, we still have Aaron Rodgers right underneath him. Like I said, we had Al Harris, Chad Clifton. He's 30, but he's fine. Everything else is still relatively good. We gave Campman that deal. We gave Donald Driver this deal. It's a bit risky, but looking back at everything else, like Brett Favre is obviously making about almost 10 mil in 1 year. And then everyone else is really cheap. So, yeah, I think we made a good decision there. But Franks and I think your offer could have been much better. We're going with no. Hopefully we can work on something out next time. Well. Are you here, Bubba? You are still here. Go. We can still renegotiate. Alright, so now that I've looked it over, yeah, this sounds incredibly easy. I don't know why I made it harder than it needed to be. Anyone else want to be brought back? Let's talk to Cullen. I can still do something with him. I just don't know what yet, but I can still do something with him. Let's go with 2 mil, but I'll give you a little bit more money. About 500K. That's a fair deal. Okay. I was thinking about, like, maybe this was the offseason where they actually had Charles Woodson. And if that is what actually happened, then maybe I can try to get that to happen here too. Like Eddie Peterson, 6'3", 300. I love his size for our scheme. So maybe I can bring him back on a cheap deal. Colin Cole, he does also fit our scheme well. Of these two, I could probably bring back. Yeah, Peterson. Let's go with Peterson. All All right, if you're looking for a restricted free agent, Kenny Peterson just needs an offer. Current offer is 710K. The next thing on the needle is 1.55. You know, I'm just gonna have to match that. All right, we're gonna see what other offers Kenny Peterson receives before committing to your team. All right, so that contract offer for Ruger is going to go through. All right, I've completed my goals for the re-sign period. You want to see him to the unrestricted free agents period, which starts on Monday 4/10. We are, I believe, still in February. So it's saying, hey, I don't need to re-sign anyone. I don't need to worry about making all that kind of fuss about it. So yeah, let's just skip the re-sign players if they want me to. And we're just going to go to this next office hours. I mean, this is also a way to let you know like how fast you can go through this game. You know, it'd be a funny thing is to see if there's any speed runs of this game. I would love to see how that would work out. All right, so I put the Casino Flat Blitz there. I'm gonna switch this one out to something we would probably see ourselves running a little bit more. I think because of the corners that we have at the moment, I'm gonna go with double X. This isn't even nickel. I'm just gonna remove that play. That one just irritates me. All right. Jeez. All right. Fill the vacancy on our coaching staff. Got it. But like, can you tell me how? Because I've been trying to do that, but the game prevented me. I suggest you schedule a managed staff task. Then get on the phone and start calling up some free agent coaches. I tried doing that and you prevented me. You said I didn't have enough time to do that. Are you going to give me the time now? Because if that's the case, then yeah, I can do this pretty easily. And maybe because I don't think that I saw the name of the coach that I wanted get hired, I could still probably manage to get the guy that I want. I think his name was Sean Jackson or something. So, here's tab. Okay, coach, I need you to take care of some your coach roster. There appears to be some empty positions. Have this done by our next practice so our player. Did you really just use the wrong R? Come on, EA. This week is the last time we can submit qualifying offers. After this, we can make open offers to our restricted free agents under the teams. Okay, that was actually helpful. We need to hire someone else in the coaching staff. Yeah, dude, you told me that the first time. Alright, so had I skipped everything, then this would have gotten in the way of other things too. So sometimes it's not all that good to skip around. And then right now, let's take a look at our playbook once more. I'll switch that out for another blitz. It may seem weird, but yeah, I'm putting even more people to blitz because the assignments that the guys in coverage have is different. They have 3 zones to take care of rather than just like each individual person, which can get schemed open. And I know that this can definitely get schemed open too, but we're going to give you even less time than normal. Let's go cover 2 sync. Alright, this week we will suggest prospects that might make great sleeper picks on the draft. If you like the suggestion, we will scout them at the combine. Alright, write this down. I'll do you one better. I'm going to record it. Matt Henshaw will need to get some looks at the combine. This is the quarterback coach that's saying this. I hate to be the guy to disagree. In this situation, I'm going to challenge him because, dude, have you taken a look at our depth chart? We have Brett Favre right now. We have Aaron Rodgers on our lap in the future. That's a better setup than the current Packers have right now. We don't need a third quarterback to look out for. Especially not when we have other holes to fill. I'm going to disagree. You may hate me for that, but you'll thank me later that we didn't do this. I highly think we should watch the fullback Trey Bassett at the combine. Dude, okay, look, I know I just hired you. I hired the other guy too. We're running a single back offense, which means I'm trying to not have the fullback on the field at all. I know we have a good one, but maybe we can savor him for the special teams. Because he's also 35. I don't want to spend my time scouting a fullback. Try to remember this. We should take a look at the center, Scott Conley. One of our best players on our team is a center, and I just re-signed a center that you told me to re-sign. I don't need a third one. I'm going to disagree with you. Maybe someone I think we should watch the combine is Justin Wyatt. You know what? You're a DB coach. I don't even care if it's safety or corner. I'm going to say, hey, mark him down yet because you're the one that stayed from the last regime. Combine coming up. Lonnie Scott, linebacker, is a guy to watch. These are positions of need. So even if these guys don't pan out, I'm still going to do these guys a favor because I'm doing my team a favor at the end of the day by scouting the position more. But quarterback, fullback, and center, those are like the least of my concerns. All right, let's go back to our defense. It's time to take a look at our base. Okay, why is this in base? Let's just remove that one. Yeah, when I saw our nose tackle go in a hook zone, we gotta remove this one. I'm not having this one here. 350-pound defensive linemen in their 30s are not meant to go that far back in coverage. All right, we're gonna scout players. Comments coming up. We'll get the results of the players I scouted on our scout player meeting. All right. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Last time we had 8. Now we have 25. Or, well, 23 slots right now. But, whew. All right. I also gotta not go off of like, okay, well, who is actually good in real life? If I'm as good as the coaches I think I am, then I can make some of these other attributes and, you know, tangibles work. Because I'm saying Reuben Houston, 6'3", 182. I'm gonna give him a chance. Hopefully the game knows who Devin Esther actually is. I'm gonna put him among my guys to scout. I gotta start scouting defensive tackles that fit our measurements. Jeez, that is 6'3", 390. Let me scout him. Barry Cofield, let me scout him. I think this is Montavious Stanley. I forgot to mention him last time I went through it. Scout him. Gabe Watson, don't remember you, but let's scout him. You know what? What am I to lose? Let's get these ends here. All right, we got 6'1", 287. Okay. Got 6'4", 279. Okay. 6'4", 310. All right. 6'1", 255. I'll respect it. Julian Jenkins. Okay, we'll do it. Moving on to those middle linebackers. Let's try out Sam Smith. Let's give Dale Robinson a try. Let's get Jarris Wilkinson. Let's get Leon Williams. Let's get AJ Nicholson. I did let 2 wide receivers walk out. Oh, look, Greg Jennings. Oh, look, Brandon Marshall. I need 1 more running back. Go with Joseph Adai. Maurice Drew. Then I think this is D'Angelo Williams. We'll go 1 tight end. Because that one dude wanted to be a pain. Mercedes Lewis. Why not? He's actually on the team. Alright, back to our playbook. Quarters, man, really? Don't trust that one. I can get 1 more. I can either get a cover 2 type of play, or I can get a another zone blitz. Okay, I said I didn't like the chances of this play, but it's like the only thing that has a cover 2 and that is a zone blitz. It's better than what we have there. Alright, let's go back to our offensive stuff. You know, I'd have a hard time trying to find a reason to go in this formation, so let's just remove this play, especially on first down. Alright, moving on. Now to do the thing that the game prevented me from doing before. Hey look, Sean Jackson, still here. Please come back to my team. I don't know why, but the world stopped you from showing up. You know what, let's for fun, let's get both of them here. I think we already know the drill. Alright, remember, he's wide receiver guy. Receiving core. Alright, The usefulness of the receivers is dependent on the skills that each possess. Fast guys go deep in good hands, catch more passes. I don't really worry about tight ends. I delegate the responsibility of picking them to someone else. Fair enough. Consider it done. I'm glad I got the guy that I wanted last episode. Sean Jackson. Alright, it's a pleasure to meet you. What's your philosophy? Cover 2. You know what? I got someone else that has the cover 2. So. Alright, let's talk strategy. Again, why is this the default answer? Player eval. Guys that I like, they get to play. Guys that I don't like, they don't get to play. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, that's a bit of a red flag, but you know, let's just progress. Defensive tackles. I'd have my defensive tackles focus on bull rushing techniques and some strength training. Okay. What did you do to improve a linebacker's on 3-4? I don't tell them anything different than I would if we were playing a 4-3. It's all about playing hard and wanting to win. Come on, dude. Well, you had a more in-depth answer about the position I need you for. Let's see. 6-6. Yeah, that seems like the type of answer that would be worth that deal. So I just want these positions filled up as quickly as possible. So here's to having 2 Sean Jacksons on my coaching staff. Okay, why the full house thing? No. I'm not doing that one. Highback slam. Again, I don't mind the play call, but just not the formation. And that's it. Trade players is now available. Huh. Maybe I'll put that on my Friday morning kind of thing. If they're going to give me the opportunity to do this, then I will take this opportunity. Alright, more playbook work. Epic toss. Don't mind the play. Just don't like the formation. Remove it. Don't mind the play call. Just don't like the formation. You cannot remove any more plays in this play. Okay, so let's just swap it out then. We do have a lot of run plays, so I think it'd be fitting to have a play action. Especially when we're replacing it with another play action. You already know. Let's add some more plays instead of trying to swap out what's there. Let's go single back flip trips. I'm liking this what this drive pattern would do for us. So we'll do same formation, but we just list wide receiver option. Alright, now we get to trade players, which hopefully I can trade that linebacker that had some problems with his contract. I guess I can go for draft picks first. Then if not that, then I can just focus on getting another player of his similar talent level. So with this kind of freedom, it's gonna be tough to figure out what I would want and from who. I think I found the team that I want to trade for. I'm gonna do some extra research just to see if where this team was placed is where they were meant to be placed, or if they traded to this position, because I can't remember that. But I'm looking at the Dolphins, who are sitting right there at pick 16 in real life. They're at that slot. They took Jason Allen. Jason Allen is not necessarily the guy that I'm after. Instead, here's a couple of names that went right after Jason Allen: Chad Greenway, Bobby Carpenter, Antonio Camari, Tamba Hali, Lawrence Maroney, Manny Lawson, Davin Joseph, Jonathan Joseph, Santonio Holmes, D'Angelo Williams, Mercedes Lewis, Nick Mangold, Joseph Adai, Kelly Jennings, Matthias Kiwanuka, D'Amico Ryans, Dakal Jackson, Thomas Howard, Winston Justice, Danielle Manning, Roman Harper. You still have a bunch of different options, but then even afterwards, you have After Greg James was taken, you had Bernard Pollard, Anthony Fasano, Andrew Whitworth, Chris Chester, Devin Hester, Maurice Jones-Drew, Tim Jennings. Like, you still have some solid players even in the second round. So depending on where I want a team that's going to be like right there in the middle, because I already have a top 5 pick, and Miami must have done something with someone else because they don't even have a pick in the second round. I'll also take one more look at the Raiders and see how they feel about Charles Woodson. Alright, I want to propose a trade and thought you might be interested. Alright, so I think right now I'm going to take one of my players, and I hope that I can trade a player that I don't necessarily have on my roster. I can still put Niall Diggs up for grabs, looks like. So I'll do that, and then hopefully I can get some sort of a draft pick from them. Yeah, see, they have a 48th overall pick. That 40th overall pick in real life was overtaken by the Vikings, but Packers were actually just before that pick. So let's see who they actually have though at that same position. Okay, Junior Seau, who's 37, and Donnie Spragan, who is 30. They're going to need another young linebacker at this position. Now, whether he fits the scheme or not, that's their problem, not mine. Alright, it's a bold move, but second rounder for Niall Diggs?
Denied.
Alright. Gotcha. Alright, how about this? Could you give me a 4th instead? Alright, we got a 4th instead. Now let's talk to the Raiders. He is quite literally their top player. I don't know what I can offer this team right now. You know what? I'll give you pick 37. Ooh, let's take a look at their offensive line situation. See if maybe they have a right tackle they could use. They have Robert Gallery. Okay, well, who's their? They have Kerry Collins at quarterback. Here's the thing, because Brett Favre, in reality, we have 2 years with him until he leaves this team in 2007. Obviously, the 2007 draft class is going to be made up by this game, so there's not going to be a Jamarcus Russell for them to like gawk at. Instead, I could try to fulfill their need at quarterback. Would you rather have Kerry Collins, or would you rather have Brett Favre? I hope that they take this offer, and I can give them Brett Favre, because I already have Aaron Rodgers in the works. I have plays set up that I can give a young guy like Aaron Rodgers to work with. This helps us keep the amount of points that we need to score on a consistent basis lower. And I still have a couple of pieces that I've already given Aaron Rodgers, such as Donald Driver, such as Javon Walker, such as Bubba Franks, such as Ahman Green, and whoever else I may decide to draft for him. So he's going to have weapons. His offensive line is already solid, especially at the tackles and the center position. And if I don't need to draft, and if I don't need to trade this other right tackle, and we'll also get some extra help from our left guard, like 4/5 of our offensive line already seems solid as well. Now this team went to the championship game in 2007, so this team is still primed and ready for a major move and a major push in the playoffs. And I'm wondering if I can match that same expectations without Brett. I'll give you round 1, pick 5. Brett Favre, and my second pick in the draft. We went in. All right. So, we have Charles Woodson on this team. So we're going to rock with Aaron Rodgers. But now I need some sort of higher draft pick. I might be able to get from St. Louis. Okay, so they say they have Rex Tucker, Alex Barron, and Ben Null at right tackle. That's going to be another You know, that's going to be like my first position I'm going to look for, because that's the one where I have two really good options there, where I can trade my starter and feel good about who I have behind him without needing to swap out who they would have on their side. So now I just need to find a team that may not trust their right tackle situation. Okay, for the Chiefs, it took me a while to find the first right tackle on their list. It's the only guy that they list, too. So, let's talk to the Chiefs. I'm not getting the first overall pick, their first round pick, but I could land a second. So I'm going for pick 52. In exchange for Mark Tauscher. Part of me feels like this is a little bit too lopsided for my part, so I'm going to ask for the third rounder too. Alright. So I got a second, I got a third. I don't have a first, but I have 2 thirds, I have 2 fourths, and I can use that kind of capital in order to possibly move up. If not, then I have more pieces to fill, and I have a draft class that I like because it features players that I actually know. So I am so glad that they gave us 3 slots in order to hassle the trade players. We're going to continue on. We have 1 day until the combine. Alright, I'm looking at this offensive playbook much differently now. And especially my strategy going into the combine and into the draft and all that kind of stuff too. Because now I need to look for more later round gems and not necessarily guys that are very high up. So let's add 2 more plays to our arsenal on offense. Keep curl flat is something that I can probably trust in most situations. For the right timing as well. That's an easy timing type of throw to learn for a young quarterback. So let's add that here. You know, let's get this read play here too, because I also like the dump off on the running back. Let's go back to that same formation and then just add a run play. Let's go with the only one they have. Ooh, this circle route can be dangerous too. I like the ideas of that, and plus it's a rather safe throw, and it's got some decent check down options as well. Well, when we come back, it's gonna be the combine. So I'm gonna end it off right here. Leave you guys into some suspense. Gave you guys a thumbnail worthy title, and yeah, well, I'll definitely catch you guys next time that we do this. All right, take care, y'all.